fintech, everybody fintech. But
hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Uche on Chill with Uche. On today's episode, we are going to be diving on a very serious topic. As a person that has faced challenges in my career, and I wouldn't want anybody to do so. So I've come with a guest, with a guy that his career has been thriving. The topic today is how to position yourself in the 2026 job market. Introduce my guest. I'll leave the guest to introduce himself so you will know and see how super smart our guest is.
yeah, thank you, Uche. Thank you for having me. I don't know if I'm camera shy or something, but I'm Moshood, and I work with one of the leading financial institutions in the country. I did mathematics there, came into the industry, and that was when I actually did my ICANN. So I'm a chartered accountant also, if you can say that. Although with a lot of failings, so I failed a lot. So it's not like the way she's quoting like the smart guy, but so one thing is just start anything you want to start and just venture into it, and you'll be fine in there. I'm a data person, maybe data analyst, you can say that.
How do you think the job market will evolve in 2026?
To be frank, you can't exactly tell the future at any point in time. So, but the way they say the way you can predict the future is to create it yourself, and by virtue of where we are, as a country, and I'm not sure maybe we've created a lot of things, but we've had innovations and inventions come from outside, and you see something around AI a lot of recent, and if you're probably listening on the news, about crypto, how to tokenize and all those things, then you also hear something about energy, renewable energy, sustainability, and all, and there are a lot of things going on around the world. I'm sure you've seen also EVs, which is also part of the renewable goal and all. So you see countries that are, developing the chips, developing the softwares, and I think we as Nigerians also need to get to that point. I think a lot of people are focused on the software part, where you're a software engineer, and if you notice the way a lot of things that have been created currently are like fintechs. You've not seen someone say, let's develop an app that has to do with gene collection to us to identify who is who or who is, other softwares that might be applicable in other fields, not just, fintech, everybody fintech. But you see some countries like maybe China or you see them leading in AI. You also see them leading in processing of rare earths. You see them also developing chips. You see them developing, weapons and technologies that will help themselves. Because for the country, I don't want to say, I'm a nationalist. I like my country as a whole. So I would love that instead of everybody just focusing on fintechs, I have a friend that developed games. I think that, let me just use that to advertise the guy. So it's Dash Studios. So they do this games. There's one now Hunt. It's a game Nounhunt. It's a word game, but it's a very interesting one also from that end. So there are different things we can all specialize in. There will be people that will be on the software bit. There is people that will be on the hardware bit, right? In terms of technology. But not everybody will be that, right? You can see that what they're doing refinery, Coleman doing fiber cables. Yeah, different things people are doing. But there are other fields in terms of healthcare, our own. I haven't seen our weapon industry develop. But any country that wants to be maybe sovereign would have a combination of all these things happening at once, and everyone needs to do their own part. So I'm working in the financial industry. Who knows, tomorrow I might be in the energy industry. But now, if you are here, let's do what we are here for, solve the problem there.
So from what you just stated, do you mean Nigerians are all focusing on fintech instead of diversifying?
Yeah, well, I would say we're focusing on fintech, but I think people always move to where the money is.
I guess.
There's this engagement I had with one of the leader in the place I work, right? And she was like, people always follow the money, or just say follow the money basically. So it's easier to make money in fintech. It's easier to sell, and there's this push of open banking.
Oh yes,
So technology in that regards, right? There's a lot of support from that end, and I think the new maybe policies that have been implemented by the government is also trying to get people to shift focus into other aspects, right?
Okay.
Like, if you're a small SME, I'm just trying to encourage entrepreneurship and SME businesses. You can get a tax relief in the new tax law that they're doing. So if you're in maybe agriculture, in terms of food, there's also that. And there's this lady that I forgot her name. She did an interview with Biometrics one time like that, and she was talking about how she started a food business, that she wanted to be maybe a processing.
Yeah.
You remember?
I saw that.
And she was like, she had to go do some sort of vertical integration where she has to be the one to plant it, she has to be the one to move it, the logistics, she has to be the one to process it and distribute to, maybe wholesalers or even export outside the country. So she has picked a side. I think everyone depends on the field you think you have a connection with. You can.
So in other words, you're saying follow or go to the path that you think will be lucrative and profitable for you.
It's always easy to go to where it's profitable, right? But then, if everyone is going to that part, then the other side are left unattended to.
Yeah.
So for Nigeria now, we have strong financial institutions, right? We have switches, we have the Flutterwave, we have the InterSwitch, we have the PayStacks that undo payments, right? But then, who is handling our construction? Right, so you see companies like CECC from China, you see Julius Berger, so you see our contractor. I think that one is Nigerian based, but then you see those things coming from outside.
True.
And I think when David was building his refinery, right, it was like I had to bring in cranes, like he's now based in Nigeria, like I had an engineer here to build that refinery. And now if there's going to be any big project, those tools will be useful, right? So what's stopping a Nigeria from building those kind of technology? And I think we focus also a lot on technology and less on the things that we need naturally. We need food, we need energy. Like, who's going to supply that? And if we have that in abundance, who's going to secure it? So we need to also try to form our own independence, and the government support would also be very, very crucial, because the spending of the government would direct where the economy is headed, right? So the government wants to maybe make food abundant. Now they're going to channel a lot of trillions of naira or dollars into that field, and people will start going in there to say, okay, I can make profit. And that's why it was easy to free up the refinery, the oil and gas space, because they had to stop the subsidy to make real investors now come in.
Yeah.
So you see people like the Babu Samas that were maybe shy, right? They were like, now I'm going to venture into building my own refinery to make the whole thing better. And investment in education was also critical, because these countries that we all reference didn't just spring up because they liked it. Like say, necessity is mother of invention, and necessity and government spending and plan, maybe a long term, maybe 20 years plan for the country in terms of where we are headed. Would also, what will be our competitive advantage in the market, would also help a lot.
That's good. What do you think? You're already in the system, you're already working. So what do you think those already working should have to do to elevate themselves for 2026? What skills do you think will be important?
Well, every skill is important. Let me just say that. So you've had AI, right? But the application of AI is where the how do I say it? The power is.
Okay.
So if you're not an health professional, you just see AI as just a chatbot, right? If you are maybe an health professional, You probably see AI as more like, okay, I can ask you to diagnose a case. I can use AI to create strands of genetic makeups to see how each of them react to certain viruses and all. I can use AI to predict what instruments, to design instruments on how to extract crude from the ground up.
Yeah.
So the application of it is vast, but then there needs to be the specialized knowledge also. Your extent to the use of a tool is dependent on the depth you have in that field.
Yeah.
So, most of it is mathematics in school. But then if they ask you, oh, what's math? You're like, I don't need it. And I'm hearing a lot of policy push currently to say they want to like take mathematics out of.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Just related to history, because I know they no longer study history in school.
History is necessary, so is mathematics, because in a world where what we are trying to do is to optimize resource usage and how it's being applied, right? They're trying to get mathematics out of it. Mathematics is important, so it's not something you should do away. Like me now, there are some things I'm trying to engage my brother on, right? Because he's a software person, right? That the conclusion was we have to go back to let's go back to
your
what we learned
what you learned in school
in uni, and try to start reading back up and see how it applies, right? So for you, maybe you're trying to prep for next year. Look at the trend. Look at what the big institutions are talking about. For example, now there was this future initiative thing that happened in Saudi Arabia, so maybe days or weeks back, where big finance individuals in the world, like the BlackRocks, the Blackstones of this world, and Goldman Sachs and all, where they sat around the table and started talking. So if you really want to maybe prepare, you get informed on that leg. You know what your government policy is, right? I'm sure you've seen a lot of partnerships they've done with tech companies to upskill people in terms of the they did this TVET training for vocational training. They did one with can't recall, I think Google, to upskill people in terms of AI, generative AI. There's one also that they did in terms of data. I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but they've done a lot of things. So the TVET is to help vocational trainings in the sense that I work with system. I'm a data person. Like, somebody sold this clothes as a fashion designer. I can't be the fashion designer. I can't be the bead maker. I can't be the shoemaker at the same time. There'll be people that would make money in that regard. And the way it even sounds now, like, I think, what they call it, this NVIDIA Jensen Huang owner, like the CEO of the company, saying blue collar jobs will be
that's something like plumbing. People should
plumbing.
Oh, so are you saying we should go back to start learning vocation?
So what? I'm not saying you go back, but then having an additional skill to what you, at least not every time your socket sparks that you call an electrician. There's some things you can look at. But it's always good to call the expert in the field. So those guys will make money. You would also make money because you know how to use the data tool to analyze the economy, to do a lot of things. But you just have to upskill generally.
Okay. That's what I'm asking. In what aspect? What do you think? Is it only, because I feel like people are just doing AI. Is it only AI that you think that is going to be the change in 2026? Because if everybody got into AI, as we said earlier on, the other place, there's going to be lack everywhere. So what do you think? Because now, our topic is positioning yourself for 2026, right, in the job market. So what are the trends? What are the things that you are foreseeing? Okay, as a data person that you said you are, the trend, like you have the data statistics. So what do you think will be vital for next year?
So if you look at what is currently, going on, you see initially was the AI.
Okay.
Then you see agentic AI, where you can get AI to do some certain things for you.
Okay.
Then you see low-code tools coming up. Those are tools that doesn't require you to code much.
Okay.
You see automation tools.
Okay.
Like the NA10, the no code tools you have like 9.
So
If you want
then
to,
how do I do that?
just go online. So just go online and be like skills for 2026.
That's why I have you here now. With your knowledge, come on. Before I leave this, there's something that is trending now. Most people want to dive into tech. Even let me say, for instance, a doctor is already saying, I want to go into tech because I feel like that's what is the trend. But do you think people should leave their professions to go into tech?
Well, I wouldn't say it's a bad thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the way it works is this. You might be a biochemist.
Okay.
You know biochemistry very well. But then there are tools that are used to simulate compounds and all as it relates to biology, right? If you're saying you're a master in that field, then you learn to use those technology to simplify your task. Do you understand? So people going into tech doesn't necessarily mean they are leaving their profession.
But some people actually leave,
Yeah, some might leave, right? It's not what I studied in school, but anyway, I think it's related in a way. But what is happening is, if you're a doctor, right, and maybe as a result of your experience, there are some challenges or problems that you're facing on the job, and you find solution on the net, or you ask around, and there are some solutions that are yet to be provided. And to you feel like, oh, I could actually learn this thing to improve.
Oh, okay, like you mean to make your work more efficient.
To make it more efficient, you can even develop tools from ground up. Like, for example, the likes of Uber started from when people were trying to do this pool car thing to go somewhere. They're like, oh, this is a business idea. It's a problem that they solve, and they could solve it. So you might not know a problem in a field, right? But people that know their own field well know the problems that they're facing there. And they're like, oh, if I learn maybe software engineering, I'll be able to, how do I describe it? Maybe develop an application that will solve certain problems or provide solution to problems in the industry that they find themselves. The application of data science or data analysis is different across different industries. The way they use it in banking is different from the way they use it in health, is different from the way they use it in oil and gas. Do you get what I'm saying? So the application across board is different, and it's when you're in that field that would, to guide you on how to use it. So I think that's just my own take on it.
Okay, so are there specific industries that you think will experience major growth or decline in 2026?
Well, I'm not sure if there's going to be any decline anywhere, but I'm seeing growth across board, because
like in what industries?
I've seen banking applying AI in their maybe fraud detection and in the customer management. You see something similar in Internet of Things currently, where you monitor your devices that you're using maybe on farm and all. And AI, in China, there is this port that is fully automated. It's just people behind the screen somewhere monitoring the movement of different containers.
You mean an airport?
You know the way our Papa port is? So they have this technology port that, that's what they do there. And that's what the AI or the machine, they've programmed them to work that way, and the machine learns along there. There's also this thing they call, is it dark industry or something? So it's like, when you're trying to build cars where you need lights, humans to move things. So they've created that entire company with the building. I have machines that are from the fabrication of the body parts to the coupling of the whole car, right? There's already a process for it, and it doesn't even require lighting because everything is automated. So the machine knows what next to do. It's just people at the back of the screen monitoring what's
that makes sense.
What is going on. So I think every industry would experience growth, even in entertainment. You see people now, instead of them going to
What's that?
going to do a photo shoot,
Oh, they use
So
AI,
you just see
nano
them,
bananas.
yeah, you just see them take one small picture and just put it on Nano Banana or
Yeah, I get it.
this OpenAI's to do a corporate picture and all. And it will be applied across board. So it's people in those fields that will know how they would apply it and how far it should go. Do you get? So it's just to be familiar.
Right. So do you think just soft skills still matters the same way as technical skills in this era?
Soft skill always matter. Like if you want to really go far and go high, whatever the distance is that you want to go, you require those skills, communication
Like what?
skills, your ability to adapt, your ability to understand the point of view of someone else, you being emotionally intelligent, right? The ability to hold conversations. Do you understand? So, because your ability to also engage in terms of networking, because the business that you think you're trying to start, there's maybe someone else that has done something similar before that you can engage to guide you. The current career path you think you want to embark on, there are people already there that you might just engage. And one thing I figured out about those individuals is when you go to them and ask questions like, I'm trying to do this, what do you think I should do? There's always this eagerness to give you the answers like, oh, this is what I did, this is what I did. But I don't want to say because of the saka, no. When people just see you and say, the only thing they probably come to your mind is, Alpha, I beg, have you 2K for your hand? And nobody likes being engaged on that level first. Do you get what I'm saying?
I get it.
So you just know what you want, then engage.
Now, the job market is very, very competitive. So how do you think job seekers can, how do you think they can position themselves so that they can be among those that will get job in the coming year and even before this year runs out? What do you think job seekers have to do differently?
Well, like like the way you probably transition in the work, right? There is a need. Like Elon Musk could say, like trying to know something from first principle. Know how the thing works from the fundamentals. There are a lot of people that are very good with English. They can sell you anything. If you know that's your field, go and do market. Do you get? But if you know probably you want to go into something technical, it's not all words. There are people that understand the fundamentals. Because the only reason why you study something is to influence it. And if you are just the person that knows the surface level of understanding, it's, how would I say, it might get you through the door. Right? People might be like, oh, sounds smart. But then there's a difference between interview and real job. Sometimes the interview might be hard, the job might be easy. But sometimes
Vice versa.
So you don't want to be in a situation where you apply for a role now and you are there and they give you a task and you find it difficult to handle it. But the advantage of actually having that is that you can learn. And your ability, so that's why I mentioned that your ability to adapt matters. So once you are there, you know that, okay, this is the job you applied for. Every skill set that is required to succeed on that job, go and learn it. It might take you 6 months, but go and learn it. So the more you learn, there's nothing like a wasted knowledge. Once you can wake up tomorrow and be a billionaire, or maybe a millionaire, let me say billionaire. If you play all these betting games, you can put 10,000 today and tomorrow you win 50 million. But you can wake up tomorrow and become an expert in a field that you've not really concentrated on. Do you understand? So that's why you see the likes of Facebook spending or using like $100 billion to attract talent, especially for AI, because those guys are specialized in the field. So the more specialty that you have in a particular field, the more knowledge or depth knowledge that you have in that field, the more successful or the more
Hi, so this is a reminder that you should subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hope you are enjoying the conversation. I hope you are also learning, because I mean this 2026 will not be left out at all. So Mashood, in summary, I just want to know, not this is not the last, but this should be like the second to the last question. What advice do you have for job seekers? Those that just finished NYSC that wants to start looking for a job. You know how competitive this market is now. So what advice do you have for them? How will you advise them to position themselves so that they can be able to like get good jobs?
My own thing is this, right? You're new in the market. Learn as much as you can.
Okay.
Like, know what you really want to do. Like, you've graduated, right? So you know, it might be the course you want to study, might not be the course you want to study, but you have graduated. So hopefully you graduated well. Hopefully, right? So if you graduate well, your chances of applying
graduating well. Well, I mean, sorry to cut you. What do you mean by graduating well? Like, what do you mean?
So it's two parts.
Okay.
You can graduate well on the degree side.
Okay.
Maybe you're the first class or the 2-1, or maybe like the 2-2. And the reason why I said that is because if you're looking at the job offers that you probably see outside, it's like, oh, once you finish school and you apply, you don't join NYC, you see things like minimum of 2-1.
Yeah.
And there's some jobs that I know, a company that they won't employ you if you're not first class, no matter the course you study. So they bring you in because they believe that for you to graduate, right, with a first class, you've been able to develop discipline to stay on course with a particular target and goal for you to achieve that. And for you to be able to do that, it means once they bring you in and they teach you, right, you can adapt to the system. And that's why I see a lot of
I mean, there are so many tutus that are also doing so well.
yeah, so those are there are tutus. I third class, I even know that. They really saw what happened. Because once you it's like the labor market is like a field.
Yeah.
Right? If you graduate with a 2-1 upward, your level of play is high.
Oh, yeah.
If you graduate with anything, but you have the actual skill set, your this thing is higher.
Yeah.
Do you understand? But what happens is most people will be like, if you graduate with a 2-1 or maybe a first class,
True.
you see companies like maybe energy company, oil and gas, or they just put in their minimum of 2-1. So if you know you're not in the 2-1, you can't even apply to begin with.
So that means if you are in school, if you are still in school or you're just about to enter the university, you already heard our guests, you have to graduate well. I mean, what advice will you give them to, what do you think they can do so they can graduate well?
Discipline. So I think that's the thing a lot of people are missing. And you should have direction.
Yeah.
A lot of people go into the university without a particular goal in mind because everyone just wants to go in and graduate.
True.
But then the very few that are actually serious or they know, because I know people that went into school, they wanted to study physics. Like a friend of mine, we were both in he did physics, I did mathematics, under the science and tech and education, right?
Yeah.
He was a physics person.
Yeah.
But before he left, he transitioned a bit. Not in terms of degree, but in terms of skill set that he developed.
Well, what did he do?
So he went into this UI UX design
while he was still in school.
While he was still in school. And now he has his website. I think he won scholarship. Very serious focus guy. So the degree is one part, but then the self-development is also a very critical part. So you can be a painter in school and still maybe study mass communication. Your friends that are in the hostel, who's going to paint their room? Still you.
True.
And if you're already known to be a very good painter, despite your degree, if any of your friends want to go to maybe real estate or maybe they want to move into an apartment, it's easier for them to relate to you. Like, Alpha, I want to do this. How do you want to? And you can even set up your own company from that.
It's true.
And the age of AI, you probably see all this. Jason Wong, when I said he mentioned something like the next millionaires probably be the blue collar jobs and all.
Yeah.
Because those ones are hands-on.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah,
hands-on, like the plumbers.
The electricians of this world. And makers, So if you're graduating or you are a new graduate, if you know your situation, it has happened, it has happened.
Like, this is not the course I chose. I want to
Yeah,
study medicine.
this is not
They
the
gave
course
me
I
anatomy.
chose.
I want to study.
I didn't graduate
I get
well, blah,
that.
blah, blah. It has happened.
Yeah.
The question is, what's the next thing? Oh, I want to be a data person. Oh, I want to go and learn fashion designing. Oh, I want to be a chef. So you go to a culinary school. I want to be a network engineer. There are, different things that you might do after school, and then try to develop the skill set. You understand? So that skill set that you need to develop now is going to be more practical. So it's not the one you do and go and do exam and pass. Now you do it, but you have to show evidence that you know it.
True.
That's why some job, when they want to maybe employ you, there's some assessment they give you. It's not assessment of question answer ABC.
GMAT. It's not the GMAT.
No, GMAT are like the general assessment. That's the first level where they used to like filter out people to see your level of thinking and all. But then if you maybe a person that applied for software engineering, they won't use GMAT for you. They probably set codes on questions on lead code or rank. You understand? So the field you are specializing in will determine the kind of question they give. You're a data person or data analyst. The kind of question they will give you at some point in the interview will have to do with data analysis. So if you've not gotten your hands dirty, you are already about to fail. And also, by the side, apart from the technical skills, you should also learn the skills to communicate.
No, like the soft skill. I think we've spoken about it.
Yeah, soft skill, you have to discipline, you have to know how to. You might know it, but then how do you explain to people? Even softwares that they build have documentation, which guides people on how to use it. So even you that you know something, if you can't explain it, how do you expect people to understand your view of things and maybe correct or improve on what you've stated?
So that's true. So in general, right? So how do you advise professionals to also position themselves that feel like their current job is not future proof? How do you advise them to position themselves and thrive in 2026?
Future proof work, it's a function of you, because the dynamics of work changes.
Yeah.
So there were times where everyone goes to the office like every day.
So now people do hybrid.
Now people do hybrid, right? So if you're the kind of person that you're like, okay, your field, these are the problems that you guys are facing, and you can solve it. It adds value to you, right? And be on the lookout for trends in your industry. Where is the idea going? Where is the money going? What new information is out there to say, oh, this is what is being applied to law now. This is what is being applied to medicine now. Or I'm a neurosurgeon. These are the tools that are required for me to perform my task well. Or this is a new neurosurgeon technique to carry out certain operation and all like that. Do you get? So if you're there to beat imposter syndrome, learn more, like improve your knowledge base. After you improve your knowledge base, you practice. So if you practice hard, make mistakes, try it out, then look around you and see there are things that on your job are already frustrating you. Just sit down and probably be like, what are the requests that comes in often that you can automate or automate or optimize? How can you do it? What tools are required to make that happen? You understand? So those are the things that you need to look out for as a person. And if you can identify those gaps, then you can position yourself in terms of skills. Because this thing is still a function of the skills that you have.
Yeah.
So what skills are required to fill in this gap? Then you upgrade that. And don't forget AI. Even if you don't need it, just learn how to use it. How to maybe do prompt engineering in terms of speaking to the AI, how to create agentic AI systems, how to automate, like, there's this N8N that's, can use to automate an entire process without even, you have to understand something like that. You can use Zapier also for automation. You can learn low-code tools. Even now, if you have an idea, you can easily go to some site like Boat to create me a website, and it's going to create you an entire website.
Yes, I think I've done
And
that.
the dependables on it. So you have to learn to use AI to your own
Interest and benefits.
benefit. So you can't leave it aside. You can't say, oh, also show that you're a master. You're like someone that wants to do calculation, and there's a calculator, but you say because you have mastered multiplication on paper, you master using biro and pencil. No, the tool is there. Learn to use it. That doesn't mean you don't know the fundamentals, but learn to use it to make your work easier, so that the work that you will do maybe for 10 days, you can do it in one. So you have the 9 days to do other things, maybe to optimize the process and all. That's my thing.
So in what I've gotten from our conversation, you spoke about you made mention of people learning vocational skills. That is very important. You also said people should upskill, and you also said it's not. I think there's something you mentioned when I said people changing, leaving their medicine, going into tech. You said is important, is vital.
What I stated there was, if you're a specialized person in a field, maybe you're a biochemist, and there's some sort of maybe experiments that you are trying out, and there are solutions that you are looking for that probably you currently do manually, and you look at them and be like, how can you use technology to improve this? So if it is something that is not existing, you can develop it yourself by learning the skills of getting people to it. But then, if it is a tool that is available somewhere, learn to use that tool. You understand?
Yeah.
To make your work easier. Normally, mathematics used to be just the equation analytically, then numerical analysis comes in, where you now can create algorithms that runs on the system. And then you have a mathematical mapu that you can use to model things.
Yeah.
So rather than you drawing your graph, you can just plot it on it. It makes your work faster. You can switch the variables as you wish. You understand? So learning the tools also is critical. But that doesn't mean that your base knowledge or your specialized knowledge in that field is irrelevant. Because the application of these tools is a function of the knowledge that people already have to say.
Okay, so there's something I don't like about that, is that maybe a person that is already doing so well, maybe say, let me just say, for instance, if you are a surgeon, you're already like in level 17 or something, depending on where you're working. And when you now go back to going to tech, they have to now start from like level 1. And so people don't even mind because they feel like tech is the trending, is the new oil. So what's your take on that?
So I'm not saying leave. It's a function of interest. And in the world where people follow the money, everybody wants to be at an advantage. And one of the best way to live your best life is to have some level of freedom in terms of your financial capacity. I'm not saying money is everything, but money goes a long way in helping you. Because the tool you want to develop, there are some things you subscribe for. You have to pay for data and all, for the machines that you use to carry out an experiment. So it is something that, I'm trying to switch from medicine to tech. Well, there's nothing bad in that. You can switch, right?
Even switching, I'm starting from
so it's never, what people forget is it's never too late to start afresh.
Yeah.
Like you can see people's story where some people lose everything at the age of 40, then make it back at 45. You just need to, once it has happened.
But like nothing happened. All of a sudden you decide to switch because you see that people are going
something has happened now. The interest changed. You might be looking at your feet and be like, I don't think I'll be able to survive here. Or maybe you are in a space where
you think that it will not be relevant in the future.
No, it's not about even relevance. It might just be like, maybe you think there are too many people there. And you're like, no. Or maybe your own interest changed. You're like, I would like to do this now. So people can do things for different reasons. You might build your house to stay there. Somebody is building their house to for rent. Another person is building maybe for short rent. Some people might build it to say they want to turn it to school. Some build the house to become hotels. But you can't say because they did something, it's because something happened. It might just be something of choice. So it's a person thing.
Thank you so much, Mr. Moshid. So in summary, so just let us know, please remind us again what we need to do to position ourselves in 2026.
Learn.
Learn.
Like, you can learn online, you can learn physically. If you have a friend that knows something that you want to know, engage that friend. Like, tell the friend to guide you. You might not have time, but they'll point you to resources that you will need. But you also have to be disciplined in your learning. And you can get tired. It's easy to say I want to do this thing because you are excited and all. But once you start, like, what have I gotten myself into? You don't want to be jumping from one place to another. You want to focus. And once you've mastered one, it's easier to, master the other things. So just learn, watch out for trends in the society, in your own country, because peculiarities are different for different countries, and you want to be able to survive in your own local environment. And another addition is, don't be a local talent. Be a global one.
International.
Yeah. Don't just be someone that knows something that is only useful. Useful for your country is very good. Like, if you're skilled in something that is useful, it's very good. But then it's also better to be able to talk and engage with people from anywhere. And they're like, where are you from? Yeah, I'm from Nigeria. Like, oh, really? Yeah. I'm like, that's interesting. And it's because of those few products, or very good products that are individuals, that you see people call out. Nigerians are very intelligent, because those are the representatives. And we also have the bad part of, but that's not the focus for now.
Everywhere.
Yeah, so but the focus are on the good part, on the good people that are trying to make the nation great, make the environment better, make our lives easier. Because the new technologies to make life easier, and the AI is also to make our job easier.
Thank you so much, Mr. Mashud. This is also a learning part, and also a reminder for me to upskill. Because I can't be hearing all this and not planning to upskill. Thanks so much for coming. I'm very, very grateful. Hi guys. So please subscribe and share. So let's just tell Mr. Mashud. Let's just find out some many things about him. So aside work and other things, what other things that is not work related do you? What other things do you like aside work and learning?
Well, I like books.
Okay,
so sometimes no, I'm not a nerd. I just pick books of interest sometimes. It's not like there must be a particular reason. And I do a lot of web surfing. So I might go online, maybe listen to this news here, geographical news there, just browse, ask questions on Google and be like, what's going on, just to know what's going on around me. And I enjoy knowing other people's culture.
Okay.
Yeah,
what's your best food?
Food, I won't be the guy that tell you there's the best food. I eat every good food, right? But then, as a person from where I am, I'm a land. We do is something on point.
Okay, so you prefer it over ofin salad and swallow?
I should not lie. I've been tasting some sort of white soup of recent.
Okay.
And I think I took native soup.
Oh wow!
Like this weekend, I like the.
We have so many good food in Nigeria. And thank you so much. I'm grateful. Thanks for coming on Cheers. Okay. It will be good to have you another time. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much.